So Gen Con is over, and that means it's back to the standard means of business as it applies to Destiny. And one of those new normals is the DC Team Monthly Tournament, which we completed our very first one in July. So today we're doing some shoutouts and then recapping the DC Team July tournament. A huge shout out to our channel members for supporting what we do here. If you want to get involved with the channel and the Dice Commando community, please consider joining as a channel member. Remember, these videos are only possible with your support. You can show that support with a like, a subscribe, and by leaving us a comment and sharing your feedback. Community first, and go Commando. Hey there, Star Wars Destiny folks. Welcome back to Dice Commando and the Commando cast, and happy Destiny Friday. I hope everyone who was traveling last weekend has made it back home successfully, hopefully with not only memories, but perhaps some swag, like some of the shout-outs we're going to give here, right? So very first one we have to give is shout-out to ARH for putting in the work to make this happen. It's not a small amount of work running a tournament in general, and then trying to organize something like this is a big deal, right? I know Majo, he was kind of the face of it, at least in who I was dealing with to help with the playmats and stuff, so shout-out to him. But again, I know there's a lot of folks over at ARH who put in probably more than a significant amount of work making this happen, so kudos, thank you for what you do, and to all the TOs out there across the world, Gen Con related or not, thank you for continuing to do what you do to keep the game rolling and ensure that these IRL events are still firing. All right, a couple of notable things on the Dice Commando side. So first up, the Smash tournament we knew was sold out, very popular event. Apparently, we done good, kids, and the winner was none other than probably one of the people out there, aside from Dean, who plays Smash, probably the person who plays Smash the most, aside from Dean out there, and that's Sparks Nevada. He took it down. Very, very proud of him. Awesome. Very, very proud. It's deserved. He runs brackets with his wife frequently, a couple times through the year, maybe quarterly, I think, and he gets a lot of Smash reps in. So no surprise there. We know he knows the decks in and out, and it showed, right? I'm very, very awesome. Very awesome. Next up, he's been dominating the leagues going up into the summer, but our big winner, right, is Liquid Snake. So congratulations, buddy. I would say no surprise, but that's not fair to others who are very, very strong in the Destiny community. But well done. Very proud of you, and very deserved. So well done. And then photo of the two of them together, because that's awesome. All right, so DC Team tournaments. So we used to run these bi-weekly it used to be Sundays, and it was Saturdays, and it was just becoming too functionally hard for folks to make those tournaments, myself as well, because I'm limited on time. And globally, it became very hard to find a time for everyone to actually get in and do it. So what I did for July, we did a pilot program where we essentially ran functionally a league, right? So everyone would have roughly a week to get their games in. It ended up taking us this time a little more than a month to do it, because it was our first time and figuring it out, and there was some mistakes I made on not knowing how to use the new tournament software that we're using. And then for August, by the way, I decided to take it off because we had the Gen Con travel. We went a little bit into August, and it was right into Gen Con, and it was just a bad time to be trying to start it up. So we'll kick it off again, probably headed into Labor Day weekend here in the States, and then go through September for the September tournament. But our very first tournament had 7 players, which was pretty good, I thought, for, again, something that we were really piloting and trying. What you see right here are the end results. So the 7 players correlated to 3 rounds. Bassmaster took it down with 3 points. We had Darth Clooney, Liquid Snake, and Casero all with 2 points, and then Darteo, Wook, and Leviathan all with 1 point, right? So congratulations to everyone there. I see a lot of Dice Commandos there, and some that aren't, but all good. All right, so what I wanted to do for the rest of this was go through the deck lists. We'll go ahead and go through it in order, just to kind of look at what the meta looked like. Now, again, this is not necessarily representing like the competitive ARH meta, but remember, these folks had to choose a deck and stay on it for the whole tournament or the whole course of the month. So they were going to play something that they thought had legs. So Bassmaster was on Kalani, Grievous, and the Thug Droid, which is pretty cool. You do see, again, you see all the lists here. He was on Coruscant Undercity, and then he was running, one single die Grievous, Elite Kalani, and then single die Thug Droid, right? Which is kind of cool with how that works with the die popping, right? He was running 2 uncompromising from Unlikely Heroes, a whole bunch of droid supports, and then some pretty cool, events that fit into that, right? If you look at what he's running, by and large, it's making some money and then doing some stuff and tricks in there, and he's just trying to get stuff on the table. He's got a big old Annihilator droid in there, which is a really, really cool upgrade. So I really thought this was a neat build. All right, going on, we have Liquid Snake. Remember, Liquid Snake was a twofer. He was playing a deck that I really think's pretty good. It's Darth Vader Palpatine, which is kind of awesome, right? So you've got your blue-red thing going on there, pretty neat. All right, and then we have Uncompromising, Ataru Mastery, Emperor, right, for the big old red card, and he is playing Crucial Intel for the plot, right, which is pretty cool. He's only playing 2 supports, and then he's got a whole bunch of events, but one of the big ones there being Rise Again, right? Nothing like chucking an Emperor to reroll, paying 5, and healing and getting a big old upgrade back. It's pretty phenomenal. So really fun deck there as well. All right, Wookiee Smell. Wookiee was on 1. He had 1 point to brought home. He was on Grand Inquisitor and the Hunter. Okay, so really looking at it's kind of more sticks side on this one. Very cool deck there. Darth Clooney was running Ezra Dooku, which is kind of neat. It's kind of neat, right? Dooku obviously had recently gotten that point upgrade because he's pretty good, right? And again, you see a lot of just upgrades in this one with some blue hero tricks, right? With some blue hero tricks. Casero, shout out Casero, was running CAD Crosshair. I like that deck. It's a really neat deck because it just kind of works. You've got discard sides, you do guns and discards, and he's got Westars in there. Got all sorts of bounty hunter tricks. Very, very fun deck there. I've been playing some of that deck, and it's pretty good, actually. It's pretty good. Right, Darteo is running Crosshair and Asajj, right? It's actually one that we had one of the potential ones we had talked about, and it gives you the blue-red, right? So you see actually he's got Killian Lightsaber in there. He's got some tricks. So it's really, really interesting. The main thing here is being able to pull in some of the downgrades, right? That can get really interesting. Okay. Leviathan was on Rule of 2 deck with Dooku and Barriss, and then a whole bunch of blue stuff. Whole bunch of blue stuff there. Pretty neat. And then did I skip anybody? I did not, right? All 7 decks. So that's what the meta ended up looking like. Like I said, we're going to be doing the tournament again, kicking it off towards the end of this month. So if you're interested in joining us, please do, right? Anyone on the DC team on the Commando team tier for Destiny can hop in and join us. It's pretty casual, right? I haven't been enforcing round times too much, obviously within reason, we'll have to enforce it. But I was mainly the limiter last time. That won't be the case this time. So we'll try and keep folks to a more, especially as we get more people and we go to 4 rounds. We got to be on the ball, right, to get it done in a month. So again, I think it was a successful pilot. We're going to be running it at least again. So I'm looking forward to that. So again, thanks to all the folks who played in the DC team tournament. I thought it was really, really neat watching it go and looking at your decks and seeing what you guys all chose, what you folks all chose to play. And again, want to give shout outs to everyone at Gen Con. Thank you for organizing it, and then nicely done to our winners. So that'll do it for me today. Again, happy Destiny Friday. Nothing else, folks. Go Commando.